Stephen A. Smith responds to what you guys are seeing. Monique on Club Shay. It's been going viral, still pretty much doing this thing. It's accumulating a lot of views, etc. And I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on what it seems as though he calls Monique bitter. And I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of that audio as well. But if you guys are new to the channel, I'm gonna ask y'all first and foremost to go down and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It helps out with the algorithm and help push this content into the algorithm. Before I jump right into it, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of what I think, give you guys the audio, and then give you guys an overall view of everything on this face as it sits in my opinion. Now, just for starts, someone like Stephen A. Smith loved to continue to mention the way he was there for Shannon Sharpe, or he looked out for Shannon Sharpe because he wanted to make sure Shannon Sharpe didn't get buried, as a black man in sports media, etc. After Skip Bayless, you guys can see that Stephen A. Smith welcomed Shannon Sharpe on to First Take. I will start out by saying, Shannon Sharpe, whatever you got going on, brother, I think that you need to focus a little Shay off the ground, that nightcap, and y'all really work on getting something truly going. Because if a man, you have to pay attention, if a man continues to let it be known the things that he's done for you in times that you didn't even ask or nobody else asked, he always makes sure he lets everybody know he is the reason why Club or Shannon Sharpe is on First Take, because he was there for him and all these other things. Nobody asked for those things. But as it pertaining to Club Shay, he have a lot of traction. You guys see Stephen A. Smith says a lot of great things about it, but at the same time, anytime something goes viral, you guys seen it in a semi way when it was Cat Williams, but overly as it's pertaining Monique. Stephen A. Smith either have an alliance with these people that these two people was talking about in Monique and Cat Williams, or something that makes me feel like it's always something with Stephen A. Smith where you have to give some resistance when somebody tell their truth. Now, I'm going to give you guys this audio right here, then I'm going to give you guys my commentary on what I think are the characteristics of a Stephen A. Smith, because I'm just getting started about what I truly feel. Let's get into this audio first, and then I give you guys what I think about it after this. Let's jump into it.
Monique, she's brilliant. She's an Oscar winner. She's sensational. What she did in Precious, her phenomenal acting career, her comedic genius. Monique, I don't know if anybody said this to you, but I'm going to say this to you, and I'm going to say it to you out of love. You always say sisters or brothers when you're talking to black people. Well, this is a brother talking to you, Monique. You look very bitter. You look like the light has been stripped from you. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to call you a liar or anything like that. I don't know. I never asked Steve Harvey or Kevin Hart or anybody or Tyler Perry or Oprah Winfrey and all of this other stuff. I never asked. I don't know. But I know that you're telling stories about Oprah. I'm not saying false stories. I don't know. But you're telling one thing about Oprah. You're telling another thing about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry leaves you a voice message reportedly, and you're airing the message. Well, how can somebody feel comfortable enough ever talking to you if they think that their messages are going to be disseminated to the masses when it was supposed to be a private conversation? You talked about Kevin Hart and how you were supposed, he said, "I love you, sister, we'll talk in 2 weeks." And then after that, you never heard from him again. Okay. Did you play any role in that? I'm just asking. Did you? I don't know. But when you bring these kind of things up and you talk about Oprah, I'm quite sure Oprah ain't perfect. I'm quite sure there are an abundance of people, black, white, and beyond, that have had issues with things that Oprah has done that have negatively affected them. But we all know how much positive Oprah generated for so many of us, because she showed us the way in so many ways about how to excel in this industry and in life. Does it have to be that bad? Even after all this time? It's just a question. Something that I want you to think about. Shannon Sharpe had Monique and Cat Williams. I'm not looking for those interviews to interrupt his shine. He get his shine, I'll get mine. But that's my dude. And if he comes across as doing something wrong or doing something that people feel that I should be compelled to comment on, that's why I chose to comment. That's my position. I hope y'all can understand and respect it. And if you don't, you don't. But you know where to find me. This ain't the only Stephen A. Smith show you're going to see. I'll be back with more.
Now, Stephen A. Smith, let's be honest, bro. Let's get right to the butter here. I feel like that was one of the most ridiculous takes a person can have. And let me explain why. You claim you brought Shannon Sharpe onto First Take because you didn't want him to be blackballed as a black man. You understand how the industry can do people once they affect people of power, such as a Skip Bayless. Stay with me. If you said that you brought Shannon Sharpe on and you want to make sure, as you always like to flex that, as that's why I say Shannon Sharpe need to watch somebody like you, because I never heard Shannon Sharpe ever ask, nobody ever asked Shannon Sharpe the question of, Stephen A. Smith bringing him on. I never heard nobody challenge you in regards of bringing on Shannon Sharpe. The reason of you always loving to flex that, for me, explains who you truly are as a person. Not saying you don't want to do something to help the brother, but you want to asterisk behind, you are the person that helped him. You will hold that over him in so many regards for the rest of y'all existence. If it ever gets sticky between you and him, you will always go back to say, I'm the reason why he came on the First Take, because you didn't want him to be blackballed, etc. All these other things. Move that to the side and let's stay right there at the same time. Now, with that being said, you understand how those of power, even though you in power, though you in position, it can easily be stripped if you offend the wrong people. Now, with that being said, Monique is a person that clearly offended the wrong people, but she didn't have the Stephen A. Smith that can just bring her on the First Take. She had people that looked like her, that destroyed her according to her, that made it worse for her, and even told the master, the major umbrellas, etc., these people that she's hard to work with. She didn't play the game. She got blackballed, quote unquote, by people that look just like her. Girls like Oprah Winfrey, men like Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. We understand how powerful these people can be in the industry. Aside of that, when you guys see people like Stephen A. Smith, the way he like to talk about get the money, stay off the weed because you gotta get the bag. Now imagine if you was a person that been blackballed and stripped of millions of dollars after winning the most prestigious award that you can possibly win in your field. You get stripped of millions of dollars because once they blackballed you, nobody will ever have your take again. Nobody will ever work with you again or take you serious on that level again. So it cost your family millions. How would you then feel? I would like to believe that you would then speak your truth. You speaking your truth and then allow people like somebody else to say that you're bitter because you speak your truth. However many years you decide to speak it. Nobody's ever repaid her. Nobody's ever made a public apology. So these are the things that you're seeing Monique now speak about and been speaking about for a long time, and her story pretty much haven't changed. Now, I don't have a dog in the fight. I can't tell you who's telling the truth. I can't tell you who's lying. But one thing I can say is her story has always been consistent. You can go look over the last 5-10 years and beyond. As long as this thing been around, you guys have been hearing Monique talk about the same names with the same story. And we haven't heard a public apology. Though you said she recorded a phone call behind the scenes of Tyler Perry, how can people trust her? We're going to stay right there. If Tyler Perry can apologize to her behind the scenes, but don't apologize to her publicly the same way they humiliated her to people that could put her in position, etc., publicly. She just wanted a public apology. If they never do it, everybody would say Monique is lying on Tyler Perry. So it seems like she recorded that for receipts. You know that as well as I know that, as well as we know that, but you choose to overlook it because clearly you have some type of alliance with either somebody along this journey. Not saying it's Oprah, not saying it's Tyler Perry. Maybe it's Kevin Hart. Maybe it's some other people along this way that she named that you feel like are your homeboys. And when you are a man, when you are a black man, you seeing this woman struggle, with people that did her wrong, you know it's wrong. And at the end of the day, because you like somebody as a friend, you willing to call this woman bitter for speaking her truth of something that cost her millions of dollars, and you call yourself a man, a black man of honor. To me, you doing yourself a disservice first, and you're a bad representation of your family, because if you're the man of the family, you should be a stand-up man and speak for those that you know are in the right, even if it means the one you love are in the wrong. Y'all get in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, turn that post notification bell on to all. If you agree with me, don't forget to hit the like button. Get in the comment section. I'm gonna read what I gotta say. Stephen A. Smith, it's a bad look in my opinion, brother. Catch y'all on the next one.